and welcome to our third and final video here in Ecuador. As you can see, we are in a car right now. We've left the city of Quito and it's not been easy. So we tried to hire a car a few times, and cutting a long story short, we managed to get a car this morning. It's not the car we originally hired, and we ran into a secondary issue of you cannot leave the city of Quito before 9:30 in the morning because of all the, I guess it's like congestion charges. So we had to wait around. We arrived at 8 AM because that's the time we'd hired our car from, and we couldn't leave till 9:30. So yeah, we are now almost at our destination. It's almost 1 o'clock, so we've been driving for 3.5 hours, and we are heading to Quilotoa, which is a volcanic crater lake that we're going to go and check out. It feels very South American and very rustic, and the drive here takes you high up into the mountains, past about 300 different doggos along the way. I don't know why they all hang out on the roads, but they seem to want to die. They're crazy. You gotta do some doggo dodging on the way. Oh, literally, as I say it, there's a couple right here. They're everywhere. But we're about 20 minutes away now, and yeah, this is our final day in Ecuador, so nice to be out of the city and seeing a bit of the countryside. It's definitely been an experience and very rustic, and we're also hoping that this little Chevrolet Spark, or Chevrolet Spa, it's definitely lost its spark, is going to actually get us there, because when we tried to leave this morning, managed to get locked out of the car before we even left the car hire place. So yeah, it's a bit iffy, and parts of the car are just literally falling off. Like this just comes off. So yeah, interesting. And you can probably hear it squeaking away as well. I'll just be happy if we make it here and make it back today, because we've got a flight to catch early in the morning, so we kind of need to make it.
We're Craig and Kirsty, a couple who have been on the road for the past 3 years, sharing our adventures around the world. Right now we're making our way through South America and exploring everything it has to offer. If you enjoy seeing new places and real experiences, please subscribe and welcome to the adventures of Tied Knot Travellers.
Just arrived, been here 2 seconds, and we've got customer number one.
Oh right, that was a bit...
There were so many dogs on the way here, it's insane. All like kind of perfectly spaced out along the mountain road. There were none down in the valley like along the main highway where there's like stands of fruit sellers and food sellers and things like that. But as soon as you got onto the mountain road, these guys just chilling in the gutter by the side of the road.
Okay, please say you've got the key. The car just locked itself again.
No, I haven't got the key.
You have got the key. Oh, the door's open. Why has it locked itself again? The door's open.
Oh, I love winding her up so much. But yeah, welcome to Quilotoa. This is it. It does feel quite touristy, and there's a barrier across the road, and you pay, very friendly lady, $2 per person to get in. There's restaurants, there's hostels.
And although it's really touristy here, the roads here were definitely not touristy.
No, it felt like quite a weird mountainous region we were driving into,
Yeah.
just full of dogs.
Now you're here, it's like this little oasis. See, this is a bit more atmospheric.
So we're just grabbing ourselves a quick lunch in one of the restaurants. We didn't go for the place looking over the crater lake in the end because the options just didn't suit us. We've gone for a really authentic Ecuadorian meal, so I've gone for a hamburger and chips. To be honest, I just want whatever's going to fill me up to get us through this hike down to the crater, because I'm already starving.
It's like a restaurant attached to a hostel, so it's definitely a bit of a gringo spot. Hence he's got a burger and I've got spaghetti and pesto.
And there are a lot of people in here, so that's always a good sign.
Anywhere with heating, from like this cold temperature and altitude is what I want. And I've got a nice vanilla coffee as well, which is needed. I need the energy. So the food here at Hostel Chiquirawa, don't quote me on how that's pronounced, was super cheap. It was only $15, and I bought a little bit more Ecuadorian chocolate, because you know, just have to. I'm a bit in love with the Ecuadorian chocolate. This one's like nibs e piña, so cacao nibs and pineapple. Yeah, it's always dark chocolate here. It's always like the best kind of chocolate. And we figured, you know, it's supposed to be good for you when you're hiking. It's the good kind of chocolate.
It's supposed to be good for altitude, isn't it?
Oh yeah, altitude sickness. Just like everything else is good for altitude sickness in this part of the world.
Cheers.
When in Ecuador, cheers for chocolate. Can't taste the pineapple. Now I can. But it's bitter. 70% cacao, it's bitter.
It tastes very strong, yeah.
Very strong. Chocolate that tastes healthy. Right, let's go. Let's go see this volcanic crater up close. Oh, it's got brighter.
They know all right. They are well aware.
Oh gosh. Would they have a foghorn or something? Uno, dos, tres. They each caught them. Wow. Oh, I can feel the altitude. But look at that for a crater lake. You can literally see where the volcano exploded and just went in on itself, and now it's formed this.
Wow, so welcome to Quilotoa. Yeah, you can see where the volcano's collapsed in on itself. Just a beautiful green lake in the middle. And we're going to be walking all the way down there. But wow, yes, this was worth the
4-hour drive.
well, quoted 3 hour, 3 to 3.5 hours.
Well, we
but
were
it
in a
was
little Chevrolet Spa.
so funny,
Not the
the
luxurious
K
kind.
has been ripped off of the Spark, so it just says Spa.
The irony that
Which
it's
is
called
so
Spa,
ironic.
there's nothing luxurious about it. I wonder what this is. There's smoke on the side of the volcano.
They seem to be burning something on the side of the hill. As we were driving here through the mountains, it did appear that they're quite keen on burning things.
Or
So,
it could be that the volcano is active still. You don't know. So we just went into the information centre, and this is the route to go down to the crater lake, and also you can rent a kayak when you get down there so that you can kayak across the volcanic lake, which is pretty cool. However, it shuts at 4 o'clock, so when you get down there quickly, it's already 3:10. Apparently you can do it in 20 minutes going down. It's an hour up, but 20 minutes going down. Let's go. Wow, what a pretty walkway. Wow, there it is again. Oh, that's where we were before. You come down here.
looks like you can get some horse rides down to the bottom as well.
Yep, you can take donkeys or horses up and down. Maybe that's what we'll do on the way up if we're too tired. Wow, yeah, there's grande.
Yeah. He actually went to bite me. Wow. He's like, don't touch me.
It's so peaceful and calm and steep.
Yeah, it's like a dusty trail. Would definitely recommend hiking boots. Thick tread gives you that extra bit of confidence.
Yeah.
Going down, it's a little bit rocky, but it is very, very steep
I can see
in
why.
some places.
Yeah, I can see why they say it takes 20 minutes to go down but an hour to come back up.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, going back up, you can see everyone just stopping and sliding.
we've seen some people going back up, but also wouldn't want to be on the back of one of those horses going up or down here because they seem to hate humans.
The donkeys are friendly, but the horses, I'm not sure they're a fan of humans.
Well, the donkeys that we saw
Yeah.
and the horses that we saw, to
Either
be
way,
fair.
we'll take our chances and walk. We can do it.
Ever wondered what hiking down into a volcano crater caldera looks like? Well, check this out. Last time we were in a caldera was in Santorini.
Yeah, there's no cable car to get you back up here though.
Just your feet or some angry horses.
Yeah. Hola. Hola.
We've made it to the bottom. It's taken us about 30 minutes to walk to the bottom, which isn't too bad. We did stop off as well and Kirsty changed her boots and I got some video and some pictures. You can see there's some camping down here and some other facilities, and there's some lockers to leave your belongings in when you go out on the kayaks. It's crazy that we left Quito at 9:30 this morning and we've got to the crater lake at 10 to 4.
But
It's
we can get a kayak,
unbelievable.
so that's good.
Yeah, we
Maybe
said
some time.
una hora and he said sí, so here we go. And this is where we pay.
Necesito pagar efectivo. $6 para dos. My legs are like jelly after that. Ahí. Gracias.
Time to go kayaking in a volcanic crater lake in Ecuador. Insane.
So much dust from that walk down here.
It's seriously dusty, that hike. But yeah, let's head out into the crater. Gracias.
Amigo? Es 1 hora or 30? 30 minutos. 30. Gracias. So we've got 30 minutes to hang out in a volcano. And as awesome as this is, I wish I hadn't read up about how deep this thing is, because that's freaking me out right now. I'm not going to even say it out loud.
It's okay, we're by the edge for now.
For now, yeah.
Let's head out into the center.
Quilotoa Lake is an incredible feat of nature, created more than 800 years ago when a huge eruption caused the volcano to collapse in on itself. The result is this huge 3-kilometre wide volcanic crater, filled with this 250-metre deep lake with ever-changing hues of bluey green. The colour of the lake is owed to the dissolved volcanic materials from its past eruptions, and this is also the reason it is not safe to swim in or expose your skin to the water. Not to mention the extremely cold temperature and sharp drop-off in depth to the centre.
We are right in the centre of the crater right now, which is awesome and terrifying.
This is astonishing, like amazing nature.
I just really hope that there isn't a volcanic crater monster. It's really deep.
Yeah. So you can actually hike the entire circumference of the rim of the volcano. Apparently it's 7.5 kilometers and it takes about 4.5 hours. They advise you do it with a guide because there are some treacherous sections to it. I've heard there's sections where you're literally walking pretty much on a knife edge and there's sheer drops both sides. But yeah, unfortunately we don't have enough time because leaving Quito, it meant that we got here late. We've only just had enough time to do this kayak. We'd love to come back and do it. We'd highly recommend, if you're going to do the entire 7.5 kilometer hike around the volcano, staying the night in Quilotoa and then getting up the next day and then doing it.
Yeah, so if you want to do the hike all the way around, you have to stay overnight and you have to have a guide. That's the only way you're allowed to do it, because you have to start the hike in the morning. And Craig's gutted, but I'm not. I'm happy enough with just the walk down and the walk up. That is more than enough for me, that and kayaking out here. Unfortunately, the clouds come over, which makes it feel a little bit more ominous, but hopefully the sun will come back out.
Yeah, and hopefully the volcano isn't about to erupt.
Oh, thanks for that. There is nobody out here, just me, Craig, the kayak, and the volcano monster, of course.
If you stay completely silent, there is absolutely no noise.
Yeah, it's so peaceful out here. Yeah, we're having to be really careful kayaking because we've kayaked in plenty of places, but the water here is like acidic or something, so it's really bad. My paddle looks completely like, I don't know, how do you say it, like mottled? It's completely...
Well, mine doesn't look
Yours
too bad.
Yours is okay.
You can see the surface has just been stripped.
Yours is probably like a day old, so it looks okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine's been going for a week and look at the state of it.
Paddles look dented and chipped and just like
mottled.
The acid is eating away at it.
Yeah, just completely mottled by the acid. And I do not want my clothes and bag to end up the same way, so or any of our camera equipment for that matter.
There are some lockers on shore right next to where you hire the kayaks, but we did ask, it's a little bit rushed and lost in translation.
Yeah.
So unfortunately we've got our bags with us. How was that? You can now say you've kayaked on a volcanic crater lake.
Yeah, I've swum in one in Greece and now kayaked on one in Ecuador. That was chilly though, being out there on the volcano. Such a hard thing to say, volcanic lake. I think we'll warm up when we go back up.
So Lago Verde, which is the crater lake, is 307 hectares, just to give you an idea of how huge it is. So Quilotoa crater is at 3,914 meters. So no wonder we're feeling a little bit out of breath, and I'm feeling a little bit headachy, to be honest.
And we haven't even started going back up yet. But we managed it. We came, we saw, we kayaked. And we got an 8-hour round trip. And yeah, wish us luck getting back in old Sparky. The things we do see to show you these sights. Drive 4 hours outside of Quito, and you know, kind of because we love to see it too.
Battle with the car hire companies.
Enjoy seeing it, and if you want to come here yourself, book your car in advance and have a backup, because we had a car, the first company just didn't have the car for us. The second company also didn't have the car for us, but they gave us old Sparky, whatever it is, instead. So yeah, and then you can't leave until 9:30 and you can't get back into the city till after 9 p.m.
We wanted to have the car last night so we could leave at the crack of dawn,
Yeah.
but a few hours means you have to hire it for 2 days,
Yeah.
which is the best part of 70 or 80 pounds,
Yeah.
which is so expensive. Right, so feeling nice and energetic, deep breath,
Are we?
let's head up. I wonder if there's some unique species in this crater, because you hear of like the crater in Tanzania having some unique species seen nowhere else in the world. I've not really seen any signs here saying about the species, but they must have some unique flora and fauna. They've got some very pretty purple and white flowers, and here's some fauna. Not very wild. Oh, there's some more fauna as well. Definitely not so wild. If there's any consolation, that's an epic shot.
I'm on a roll.
Don't stop.
That altitude is a killer.
I don't know what you're talking about, this ain't steep.
So we're about 30 minutes on our way back up now, and we've just stopped for a much needed breather. I can't speak. You can see by the shape of the caldera that it definitely gets steeper towards the top, which we already know because on the way down we and everyone else was skidding down. So that's why we've kind of stopped now, ready to give it a final push. So although it's taken us 30 minutes to get here and it looks like we're a little bit over halfway, I feel like that's because the hardest bit is to come, so it's probably still going to be over an hour by the time we get up there. Although this is a major tourist place to come to, it's just lovely and quiet because this place is huge, so yeah, it's really peaceful. And of course you've got people who stay overnight and then get up early and do this, whereas we drove from Quito and did it all this afternoon, so it's actually kind of a good hack. If you're short on time and you want to do this, just do it exactly the way we did it, and you get it to yourself. I've barely seen anyone.
We're nearly there. I can see the top viewpoint just up there, and actually I just joked with Kirsty and said it's nice and level now.
Yeah, but reason 5,723 for why you should travel while you're still pretty young, because things like this, even the road to drive here would not be fun rattling around doing that in your 70s, and you just get here, see the view and go, yeah, stop that, I'm not going down.
Yeah.
So,
Which
yeah,
is absolutely fine. If you just want to come here and see the view from the top, that's absolutely fine. But that's not what we want to do. We want to get down there,
yeah,
down to the lake.
get
We want
involved
to
in the
kayak in
adventure.
it.
So if you're young and you're thinking about travelling, get out there, do it.
Yeah.
Save some money, earn some more later, and do it.
Yeah.
We did it! Yay! Look at that view. Oh, a little bit of sunlight just glistening there. Made it up before the sunset. And it took us, wow, it took us 45 minutes and 1 second to get up. Oh, we were powering up there though, trying to chase the sunset. Oh, although the drive back is going to be all in the dark. But there you go, 30 minutes down, 45 back up. Not too bad.
Yeah, as you can see, we're losing the light now. The sun's going down, and we're just going to stand here and enjoy sunset
And catch our breath.
over the crater. Yeah, and I think you can see the cloud in the valley, the other side of the crater. What we've noticed in Ecuador so far is that the mountains tend to hold the cloud back until the sun goes down, and then it spills over. So
Beautiful.
we're just going to watch this and hopefully watch the clouds spill over into the
That
crater.
was awesome.
That'd be dramatic.
I think it's starting over there actually. Look.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
As we watched the sunset on our final day of our Ecuadorian adventures, we couldn't believe how lucky we were to squeeze in this final adventure into our trip, and to watch the sunset over the caldera of Quilotoa. However, this was not the end of today's adventures, as we were about to get a little surprise when we made our way back to the car. Yep, you guessed it, the little Chevrolet Spa did not want to start.
Saved by some absolute heroes. These guys just saved us. This guy here used to have this car, he sold it 3 weeks ago, and he used to work in a place where he fixed cars. What are the chances that I would run and grab those guys?
So good. I said to Kirsty, quick, go and get them, because they're the last other car in the car park, in case we needed to leave this car here and get a lift back to Quito with them, but they helped. It's getting really ominous now. The sun's gone down and the clouds now coming across.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Good outtakes.
Yeah.
Little Spa, Chevrolet Spa, giving us a heart attack.
That was terrifying. That was actually terrifying. I sprinted across to get there.
Okay, we need to save your phone battery for Google Maps.
Let's get home, and then we got a flight in 10 hours. We've got to get home, pack, and drive ourselves there in the morning. Let's go. Country number 7 or 8. Here we go.
In South America.
In South America.